I grew up playing baseball. I played a lot of sports. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so kind of sports was a big thing to do in my house. My favorite sports memories are during baseball games, Little League baseball especially. I discovered the story more from the place first rather than the actual subject. I met a girl who was from Curacao, an island in the Caribbean, just about 30 miles off of Venezuela. It's a very tiny island. It's beautiful as far as like the water and the beaches, but it felt like a real place. It's not your typical like idyllic like resort Caribbean island. So I kept visiting the island of Curacao, and deep down I was like, wow, I wish I could shoot something here, because the people were just beautiful, like warm-hearted, open people. It was a gorgeous environment. There is something to be said to shoot in a location that, you know, is a small place, so you can kind of like really go to that one guy and ask him permission rather than the whole red tape of like shooting a typical production, like say here in the States or somewhere more established.
Fuori chiquito, ora mi regai una bala. Então na mira algo de dinheiro, bisa bom mês cu. Então calque muito por uma bala assim. Se diz den, dois den, of den.
A question I get asked a lot is like why these kids do so well. You go to these Little League practices in Curacao and you see, yeah, you have your coaches, but you see just parents, and they're not necessarily the parents of kids on the teams. They're just like parents that happen to be living around this field, and everybody chips in, and everybody just has ownership in the youth of the island, and baseball down there is like the largest kind of after school program.
Me cuidando esta trein momento com not in training, que men momento com not in training, aqui na Corso nós tá biba hope ku nos seleccionam.
You come in, you're an outsider. You know, I'm an outsider as far as, you know, the world, the Curacao is concerned. I don't speak the local language, which is Papiamentu. So gaining access was a bit of a challenge. I mean, it also always starts with permission. I started small and then worked my way up. So instead of like going to a government organization, say, I want to do this film, I actually just went to the local field, and I spoke to a gentleman named Frank Curiel. He's like the godfather of Little League baseball now. I just so happened to pick the right guy.
Se possam não vir team, postante perde. Você não tem team. Você não grupo de junto.
So for one day, I just actually kind of followed them, and then I went to a game on the weekend, and I cut a little trailer, and then I showed it to the locals, because I wanted them to see that I'm not just some guy with a camera. I actually have some skill behind it, and I actually want to make something real and beautiful, and then you get people excited about it. It's like, okay, now it's like you started out as an outsider, but now you're an outsider that wants to bring attention to this island that not too many people knew about. And then in a positive way. That's what's great about a program like AfroPoP, is that it's a great place to retain and kind of curate these cultures. It's a wonderful tool to kind of just keep that, hopefully that ultimate goal of like just breaking down barriers, you know, and just kind of being more connected to our fellow man. Hi, I'm Keith Omont, the director and producer of Boys of Summer, and you're watching AfroPoP, the ultimate cultural exchange on World Channel.